All right, so I'm going to show you how to make a wire armature for your paper mache animal. I've got several different animal templates for you to use. All of them have a view of the animal from the side and a view of the animal from the top. And I'll show you kind of why we need both of those. The turtle has it from the bottom, so you can really see his legs. And I've got several more of these also. So you get to choose which one you're going to do. You're going to need wire, and I will have cut these into lengths for you. You'll have a longer length, and then you'll have some shorter lengths, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the top of my animal. And I have taped this down because, as you can see, the laminator kind of makes it curve a little bit. So just to make life easier, I taped it down. You can do that too. So I'm going to take my whiteboard erase marker, and the first thing I'm going to do is draw a circle where the head is, and then I'm going to draw a line down where the spine is. And with the zebra, you can really see that because it's just a long black line down the middle. Then I'm going to kind of decide about where I think his shoulders are. I think that's probably about here, and about where I think his hips are, and they're about there. Then I'm going to draw a line in between them. Now that I have this foundation kind of figured out of what the skeletal structure is of my zebra about, I'm going to take my longer wire and I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to place it at the top of my zebra, at the top of his head. Now I'm going to pinch in where his neck is, and then, it could be a girl, and then I'm going to twist 3 or 4 times, so that it's nice and closed up. Now, think of this as your spine of your zebra. Now I've got to figure out his hips. So I'm going to take some of my smaller wires, and I'm going to figure out where the middle is by folding it in half. Then I'm going to place that middle right here on where his hips meet his spine. And I might take my dry erase marker and just make a little mark. Okay, now I know where that's supposed to go. And while I'm at it, I might make a little mark down here too. Okay, now I know where his hips are supposed to go. So now I'm going to take my shorter wire and put it in between these 2 longer wires. And I'm going to line it up so that the middle of it is right where that spine is. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to bend it around one side so that it sticks out like this. And then I'm going to bend it around the other side. And that's just going to make it nice and sturdy right there. I'm going to do the same thing with his hips. So we've got his shoulders. Now we're going to do his hips. And you know what? That mark came off, so I'm just going to really quickly make another one. Boop. There we go. Now I know where it's supposed to be. And I'm going to fold my wire in half. Now I know where the middle is. I'm going to stick it through. Make sure that that middle lines up with his spine, or her spine, or its spine. Okay, and then again, I'm going to wrap it around one side, like that. And then it wants to wiggle. And then I'm going to wrap it around the other side. And this takes some manual dexterity, so this isn't going to be easy to do, but it is doable. Okay, so now here we go. I've got this start of a zebra. Now I'm going to find his hips, and I'm just going to bend this wire down right where those marks are that we made for his hips. And I'm going to do the same thing up here on his shoulders. Okay, so now we're done with the top part. And I'm going to turn this over. So that you can see. getting out of my way here. All right, now we've got our side view. So we're gonna do the same thing. Head, spine, hips, shoulders. So that line we already have, and then legs. Then I'm just gonna draw down to the legs where they are. So now I'm going to line up my zebra where his shoulders and spine are. And I am going to, and actually these are just about the right length already for his legs. So I don't really need to shorten them. Let me check this side. And those are about the right length too. So I don't really need to do much to these except that I'm going to bend it in the same way that this is bent in the back. The front ones are kind of straight, but I want to get that bend to make it a little bit more realistic, okay? Ooh, that's sliding down. I'll just stick it right back up. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to twist this together. So I'm literally twisting my spine around itself, and this is just going to give it a little bit more strength so that nothing moves around. And then I'm going to twist my tail too. Now, not all of your animals are going to have a tail. This one does. If it does not have a tail, just turn these back over itself and twist it into the spine. If it does have a tail, go ahead and line up its rump and curve the tail down, and then where the tail stops, curve it up and twist it together. Okay. And there we go. We've got our little start of our little zebra.